And you know my life motto, if you're not hard, you're soft.
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 Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling, bringing you up to date on everything that's going on today, the past, and anything that's requested by the nation. We appreciate Hard and Soft, on top of the game. Chris Hard, you know the name. Got all the facts about wrestling, man. If you not hard, you soft.
If you're not hard, you're soft.
If you're not hard, you soft.
If you're not hard, you're soft. Yo, the name is Randall. That means I'm always soft. Here with my bro, podcasting like it's our job. The pod is hard, might leave you in shock. Cause if you're not hard, it's okay to be soft.
Welcome to the Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast. Yo. What's up, Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast Nation? You know who it is. Chris, always hard. And you know the name, Randall, always soft. And we're here covering some Bad Blood 1997 Hell in a Cell action. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. What do you think about this, Randall?
What's going on, Big Hard? How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm great. You know how I do. If you're not hard, you're soft.
You know the name. Yeah, dude. Here with Big Hard, and we're doing the big one. It's certainly mine and everybody else's one of their favorite wrestling matches. Shawn, Taker, in the first Hell in a Cell. The story, the debut at the end, Paul Bearer, Undertaker, Shawn. It don't get no better.
It's awesome. I mean, this was like,
and 97, maybe the greatest wrestling year of all time.
Oh my God, yeah, 1997, and this was just a great match. Great story leading up to the match between these two, and
yeah, dude.
I can't wait to get into watching this and get into these notes here.
No, yeah, I mean, we've had a little time off, and when you suggested this, it was like, let's do it. This is the big one, baby. So
you got to do Shawn and Undertaker here. I mean,
this was
first Hell in a Cell, and it's like Shawn didn't go off the top, but he still went off the side of the cage through a table, and that was never before seen, back in this day. I mean, they did so much stuff in this match. I mean, we'll get more into that, but
Yeah, man. Quite honestly, maybe, and like you said, the most spectacular bump of all time up to this point. Certainly.
Oh yes, yeah.
Shawn's ahead of his time.
I mean, until Mankind did his bump, but you can't really top that. So
yeah, which will also be on the schedule, of course. So
yes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're like we said, we're Bad Blood from 1997 took place October 5th in St. Louis. We had 21,151 fans there, drawing a $212,000 gate. So this pay-per-view led off with Kama Mustafa, D'Lo Brown, and The Rock. But here he's still Rocky Maivia, and they beat the Legion of Doom.
Rocky sucks.
Die, Rocky, die, right? In a handicap match. So, I mean, big deal, right? For the nation to beat the Legion of Doom here in the WWF. Meltzer gave that a 1.5 stars. So, on paper, man, good opener. And then we got Max, Mini, and Nova defeating Tarantula and Mosiak. Now, was this a midget wrestling match?
Yeah, this was Mini's. Yep.
Dude, how do you think? How does Vince accept this idea?
Well, goddamn, get him out there. The crowd needs to see him.
They're gonna
puke.
And then we got the Godwins beating the Headbangers. Headbangers always one of my favorites, man. And they actually won the tag team titles there.
Yeah, I met them a couple months ago. They're pretty big fucking dudes when you see them in person.
Oh yeah, and they're always still gimmicked out and all. So.
Oh yeah, wearing the kilts and everything. They're cool, man.
Then they had maybe the Hall of Fame prelude here. They had a little legend ceremony with Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk Jr., the Funker, Gene Kinitsky.
Your mother's a whore.
Hey, we have the same mom. Sam Mushnick, Harley Race, and then Luthez is there as well. And then we got Owen Hart pinning Farouk in 7 minutes for the IC title. That got a star.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Dan Seltzer.
Dan Seltzer. Fuck him, man.
I know.
Hey, one thing though, as we're getting ready to go to a wrestling show somewhere. I don't even know where we're going. I'm just meeting you. That's how we do things.
I think it's Broadheadsville, PA.
Yeah,
We're going to see
Broadheadsville.
some PPW. Shout out to
PPW.
Adina Steele.
We'll have the hard and soft gimmicks there. A little PP joke for PPW.
Oh,
and then next weekend, dude, we got full gear, and I need you to promise me something.
Oh, good.
Okay, we're gonna go to the
Goodness
Prudential Center, hang out there in the parking lot for a while, get into the arena. We got great seats, but here's my promise, and I need you to keep this one. And if you're my brother, if you're big hard, you'll do this. When the Elite and the Bucks and Omega come back, you got to promise me that you'll be right there with me when we're booing the holy shit out of them.
I thought you were going to tell me that you wanted me to cheer them, and I was going to be like, there is no way I can keep that promise. Are they coming back? Are they coming back, or that's just rumored?
That's the rumor. And they've done a couple vignettes.
The card that they already have is good enough for me. I don't need to see Kenny Omega or the Young Bucks. I could really care less. I understand people like the Young Bucks and stuff. They're a good tag team, but they're more so gymnastics. It's not really storytelling. So that's just where I'm at.
Well,
we'll
be there.
The hell out of them.
And, we're pumped for that, so we'll go through a little predictions video at some point here before that. But anyway, just needed to get that off my chest. We got Crush, Skull, 8-Ball, and Chains. I have no clue. Beating Savio Vega.
DOA, the Disciples of Apocalypse.
Oh, okay. Glad you know. Miguel Perez, Jesus Castillo, and Jose Estrada. They went 9 minutes and 11 seconds, got 3/4 of a star. 3/4 of a star. Like,
hey, thanks, Danny.
Dan,
I hope we go to a meet and greet and see Dave Seltzer or something.
Oh, I'd slap him. I'd slap him. I wouldn't. I am a big talker. Then we got Brett and Davey Boy Smith beating Vader and the Patriot, which would go 23 minutes, and that's the co-main event, right? And that's 2.5 stars, and it led up to the main event here. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. It goes 29 minutes, 59 seconds. The very first Hell in a Cell match. It got 4.75 stars.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good rating. I guess you can't give everything 5 stars, but this was deserving of a 5-star.
Yeah, dude.
What's 4 3/4? Where was the quarter taken out from?
I don't know if he gives the rating right away. Like,
well,
he watches
Well, you know what, Randall? The Undertaker didn't call me right after the match, so I have to take off a 0.25 star rating for that. Goodness gracious. Mom, pass me some macaroni and cheese.
Fuck him, dude. We'll have to have him on.
Yeah, that brings us to the actual match that we're going to be watching here. But so this was the first ever Hell in a Cell match. There was over a ton of steel went into making this cage. And this was actually Kane's debut and possibly the greatest debut of all time. So, I mean, I say that, and is there another debut that stands out better than Kane's, like with the whole storyline behind it? And
no.
I could say like Chris Jericho coming into WWE with the countdown and when he interrupted The Rock, that was a pretty damn good
Those are neck
debut
and neck, honestly. Those are neck and neck.
I just think with the storyline, this was one of the best debuts ever.
Right.
So this was Glenn Jacobs' big break. Before this, he was Isaac Yankem, DDS. He was Jerry Lawler's dentist, and he really was going nowhere. So Paul Bearer says Kane is the Undertaker's brother who burned in the house fire, but he survived. But he's pissed because Undertaker never came back to check on him, and Undertaker thought for how many years that his brother was dead. So he's coming back to gain revenge on the Undertaker, I guess. So, like, before the show, it's kind of funny. Glenn Jacobs was at his mom's house about an hour and a half away from the stadium, and his friend came to pick him up in, like, a junker car. And he gets in, and, like, halfway through, they break down. And he's worried. He's like, I'm not going to make it to my big debut. Luckily, he was able to find another ride and get back to the stadium. But just a little insight into Glenn Jacobs, his big debut. And, like, as he's trying to get to the stadium, here he is breaking down on the side of the road. Like,
yeah. Taker would say that. I don't know what the wrestling promotion was. What was Jim Cornette? Smoky Mountain? Might have been Smoky Mountain when Taker went there and worked with Glenn Jacobs for the first time. And Taker would say, like, all right, dude, this guy's got to get up to New York. Like, this guy's way too good. I can make money with this guy. But yeah, man, this is his big break, but he's still, like you said, Isaac Yankem or whatever. So his adrenaline and he knows like this is the night.
Oh yeah, he knows this is his time to shine.
It's got to be a homer.
So Vince didn't even want to put these two together in a program, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. He didn't think that it would work because of the two totally different personalities and their totally different ring styles. But the feud actually came together kind of like a storybook out of another story. It was basically came out of Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. So it was like
right.
Shawn Michaels and Bret were feuding. Bret was the champion, or Undertaker was the champion after WrestleMania 13. He went against Bret with Shawn as the referee. Bret spit right on Shawn's face during the match, so he went to hit Bret with the chair, missed, hit Taker, and had to count the 1, 2, 3. So that got Bret Hart the title, took it off of Undertaker, and now the feud starts with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now it's, you took that title away from me, now I'm coming after you.
Yeah, and maybe you could say Rock and Austin or Shawn and Bret type things, but I mean Shawn and the Undertaker, maybe two talents that created more magic than anybody else.
Oh, and then
ever.
How many years after this, maybe 10, 15 years after this, they would do their WrestleMania matches 2 years in a row, and I mean those were incredible. So Michaels and Undertaker had a match after this at In Your House Ground Zero. It was a no DQ, but there was a lot of it ended in a DQ, sorry. And there was a lot of interference from DX and everything like that. So it just kept the storyline going and kind of led to the Hell in the Cell because no one was supposed to enter. It was supposed to just be Shawn and Undertaker, no DX helping out or anything like that. And during this time, Shawn Michaels was pretty hard to deal with. That was like the time that he was kind of out of control and kind of doing a lot of shit off script. And so like the one Monday Night Raw was pretty funny. They put DX puts Undertaker in a body bag, and Undertaker actually sits up like he does in the ring, but in the body bag. Pretty cool visual. And another night, Shawn comes out for an interview with JR, and he stuffs something in his pants, and he's wearing these little shorts, and he's just like, the whole time he's like putting it right in JR's face, telling him to suck it, just like pointing it out. And then like another time he was doing an in-ring interview with JR, and Undertaker was on the Titantron, but Undertaker wasn't there. So Michaels went off script and started challenging Undertaker to come out, which kind of made him look weak because he wasn't even in the building. And Shawn knew this, but he did it anyway. So, I mean, that definitely pissed a lot of people off. It's just, it makes Undertaker look weak. Like, why wouldn't the Undertaker come out if you're calling him out,
And it's Taker, literally the locker room leader. Taker would say that if Shawn was on fire, he wouldn't piss on him to put it out at this time period. And then, the classic story that Austin is the new guy. Shawn's going away at WrestleMania 14 here. And the rumor was that they didn't know if Shawn was going to do the job. And Taker literally has his hands taped up in the back, and he's ready to go thump him up there on a live pay-per-view if he has to.
That would have been good. But so like Shawn Michaels' main purpose in this match in Hell in a Cell. Oh, I hear the train. Hey, the choo-choo train. It's coming by.
Hey, some bitches.
What are you going to do?
Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast going on. Get with it.
So, like, the main purpose for Shawn Michaels is just to get his ass kicked the whole match. So that when Kane came out and gives Undertaker the tombstone, it's like, yeah, Undertaker was winning this whole match, but Kane is so strong that one move can let Shawn win the match, even though he just got his ass kicked for about a half hour.
And that's the art of professional wrestling, right? Like you said, that's things that you're watching that you don't even know. That's why you're reacting the way you are. Shawn takes a great ass beating, putting the Undertaker over, and then for someone like Kane to debut and finally
it just takes one tombstone
and Taker's out. Like that's the stuff you don't even know you're watching that they do so well.
Like during this match, a couple notes. Like during the match, we'll see these going on, but a couple cool moments on the outside. Michaels hits Undertaker with a pile driver on top of the steel steps, which is very cool visual. During the match, Michaels beats up the cameraman. So like you can't get out of the cage, so he beats up a cameraman, and this leads to the officials opening the door to get the cameraman out, which leads to Undertaker and Shawn going to the outside. Stuff. I mean, it's pretty freaking great storytelling. Not pretty good, great storytelling.
Yeah.
So Michaels climbs to the top of the cage, try to get away, and they start fighting on top of the cage, which up to this point, that's pretty crazy that they're on top of the cage. They're doing back body drops up there, choke slams. Yeah. I mean,
Crowd's
Michaels
never
was
seen nothing like this.
no, and
They've experienced the steel cage, but never the roof.
not the Hell in a Cell thing. So I mean, Michaels is trying to escape, so he starts climbing down, and like he has his foot on the halfway point and his hands up at the top. And Undertaker stomps his hands and he just takes a bump right through the announce table. I mean, it's pretty freaking awesome. You can,
nice bump.
And Shawn said that he wanted to do that because it's the first Hell in a Cell, and if he wants to be the first person to do these things, he didn't go off the top, but he went pretty damn high off this thing through the table, and up to this point, that was pretty freaking cool.
Shawn loves the announce table spot.
Oh, he loves him.
Even Shane McMahon, maybe best of all time at it.
As Undertaker calls for the tombstone in the middle of the ring, the lights go out, and Paul Bearer comes out with Kane, and there's Vince. That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah,
great commentary with Vince there. I can't say enough how much that call is so good. Yeah,
we'll try and outdo Vince.
So like
live.
Kane gets in the ring, stands toe to toe with the Undertaker, and you can tell by Undertaker's reaction, he doesn't believe that, like, oh my god, it's Kane. And like just the few seconds of visuals that the Undertaker gives, you can tell like his like fear and like everything that he thought he knew now is all completely different, and it's like, and then Kane lifts his hands, drops them, the fire comes up, Undertaker turns around, comes back, boom, tombstone, and the rest is history. Shawn drapes the shoulder over, and it's
perfect.
It's the 1, 2, 3. So we'll go ahead and get right into this.
And like you said, Chris, that's like that is the very first time I think that like Undertaker is visibly shown emotion, right? Like
he is scared of something.
Yeah. And maybe the greatest stare down of all time.
Usually it's the Undertaker that's scaring everybody else.
Right. So yeah, man, we're here 2 hours, 16 minutes and 40 seconds into Bad Blood 1997. It's an in your house pay-per-view. First ever Hell in a Cell match. It's the big one. It's big hard. It's always soft. Chris?
Oh, yeah.
You ready, bro?
I'm totally ready, man. I got my peacock here.
Excuse me while we whip this out. And here we go, dude. 2 hours, 16 minutes, 40 seconds. The main event. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, play. Good old peacock, dude. And I mean, what a job.
Here we go.
as the
Undertaker chasing him around.
The visual of the Hell in a Cell and the crowd here in St. Louis, I mean, so well done. Especially for the first one, for Vince to do all this, and just wild.
Yeah, the cell looks awesome. I mean, I've never seen anything like when I watched this for the first time back in '97. I never saw anything like this. I mean, I know they have War Games, but I never really saw War Games, and this is a lot different than War Games. I'll tell you that much.
Did you watch this live as a kid?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were and all that? Because if wrestling's ever going to do that to you, yeah, you'd remember where you are watching this.
Uncle Tommy's house, because I would always go there for the pay-per-views.
I think that's one of the coolest things that we can do here on this podcast, man. It's like, you ever play like an old video game that you used to love as a kid, and then you replay it years and years later? It just makes you feel happy. It's the same thing here watching matches like this, especially for you that watched it live as a young guy.
Oh yeah, back then I'm like the whole match, Undertaker is just kicking Shawn's ass, and it's like, is Shawn ever going to even come back? Like, he gets a couple of good moves in it every once in a while here, but I mean, he is such a good seller. He just makes Undertaker look so good here.
Yeah, because even at this time, Shawn knows he is the man. Let's be honest. I mean, he is pro wrestling here, and but he knows he has to work to Undertaker, right? Like, Undertaker's the big giant, and this match more than anything gets over the gimmick of Taker, because you'll see moments where Shawn finally has an opening, and he has to right away take advantage, and if he doesn't, like the old
corner clothesline,
the old horror flicks, Taker's gonna get your ass. Bang! Nice clothesline. And then Taker slows it right down, dude.
Yep, goes for the pin quick. 2 count.
How fucking good is Earl Hebner?
Oh, good old Earl.
Every big time match.
He's always there.
I bet almost all of our pay-per-views that we've watched or matches that we've watched, Earl Hebner's the ref.
Yeah, I think he was most. I mean, back here, he was like the main event every time.
Yeah, dude.
He was the guy. Yep, Undertaker just trying to wear down Shawn here. I mean, they can't just do high spot after high spot here, so they got to do a little bit of slowdown here. Oh, we got a little bit of old school action. Climbing the ropes.
And if this
Look at
match,
Shawn sell that. He,
yeah, man.
flies across the ring.
If this match doesn't take off like it does, we might not see Hell in a Cell again. But it did so well that, now we have the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view every year and all that shit. So
Undertaker choking him out with the big boot there. I mean, it's like this. The whole story leading up to this one, like when Shawn gets spit in or gets spit on by Brett, and then he misses the chair shot. I mean, that was like so good. I don't know if you've seen that.
oh yeah,
Spot lately, but I mean that is just so good. It's like he hesitates. He doesn't want to count the 3, but he has to. And like he knows, like he's counting this 3, and he knows now he's going to have an issue with the Undertaker, because I think the Undertaker before that match was telling Shawn, like, if you better be down the middle here, like,
yeah.
So
Big back body drop. Shawn clanks
Shawn
his
takes
heels
those so
off
good.
the ceiling. Yeah,
Yeah,
what a crazy time in wrestling, dude. Here in '97. I mean, we're months away from the Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah, because this is where, Brett's the champion at this point.
Yep.
And actually, it's the next pay per view, because this is Bad Blood in
Is it?
October. So the next
Is
pay
it?
per view would be the Montreal Screwjob. Yep.
So-
Shawn getting thrown over the top.
Nice bump by Shawn. I can say that
He knows how to
100
take
times
these.
this match.
Oh my god, yeah, he knows how to take a bump, man. He makes
But-
it look good.
Yeah, he can take an ass whoop, and he's so good at it. But at the same time, and Taker said this, when it comes down to getting his shit in, he was so believable that you believed him in a fucking street fight. Like for whatever reason, even though he's 6'1", $190 probably or whatever,
Shawn trying to climb to the top.
you believed his stuff.
Gets
Yeah, where's he gonna
down
go?
by the Undertaker.
Come here, boy.
You think we'll see a Hell in a Cell match tonight at PPW?
I don't know. God damn it!
Shout out to Dalton Castle. Be pretty
Yeah,
cool
man.
to see him live.
It's gotta be Dalton. So what do you think, dude? Montreal Screwjob. Is it a work?
I mean, how can you even tell? You know what I mean? It has to almost be a work, but then it's not. I don't know. You know what I mean? If it's not a work, then Bret Hart really like went all these years with just like making it seem like he had bad intentions, or like bad feelings towards Shawn and everything. But they almost kind of had to know. Like everyone had to know what's going on. Like, come on, Bret, you're leaving the company. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, it's like, I personally don't know. I don't know where like, he's the son of Stu Hart. What if someone goes to Stu back in the 60s?
Yeah, tries to
I
pull
don't know.
something like that where you want to
And says,
leave
"Hey,
as the
look, Stu,
champion."
yeah, I'm not gonna drop your belt tonight." What do you?
Yeah,
think?
I think Bret was saying he didn't want to drop it at the pay-per-view, but he was going to drop it at Raw or something like that, like the next night. But like, come on. Like,
regardless, I think Bret knew something was up, and he thought just because he had Earl in his corner, like, all due respect, what's Earl gonna do? It's like that bell's gonna ring regardless. Nice job.
He's trying to powerbomb Michaels, and he almost reverses. Oh, he slams him into the corner of the freaking cage. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Taker's not having any of that.
Shawn really gave himself up for wrestling. Like,
Yeah, he put his body out there.
yeah, man.
Like, he's definitely one of the best sellers out there.
Oh yeah.
And he's known to oversell every once in a while too. The match with him and Hulk Hogan. I mean, but I think that's freaking hilarious. Like the way that he was overselling for him.
Yeah, like vintage Shawn came out a little bit in that rivalry.
Yep.
Yeah, Hulk, man. Hulk
Big body
always
shots.
had that brutal political side that aura to him. So you never know what goes on. I mean,
Well, that's
another
why
guy.
Shawn was probably like, well, I have to go out there, and I don't even want to wrestle this guy. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm just going to make him look like a jackass.
Yeah, I think that's why we never saw Rick versus Hulk, and we never saw Austin versus Hulk. It's pure politics, I think.
I don't think Austin and Hulk would have ever been a good match.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, it was talked about it was either him or Rock that was going to do WrestleMania 18, and that match turned out so damn good.
Oh man.
But yeah, you never know. Taker had such a good look for so many years, man. I mean, he was really
Like, this is a badass look with his the little shirt, like the vest type thing.
yeah.
Cut off sleeves. Uh-oh, he's going to ram Michaels right into the cage here. Oh, Michaels reverses. Oh, Taker comes back with a big right hand.
Boom.
Look at
Always
Shawn's
had that
face.
big right hand. Shawn's
Totally selling
yeah.
that. Totally selling that one.
The front row is literally right there. That's so cool.
Oh man, imagine being in the front row at this show. Holy
Oh my
crap.
god.
It'd be freaking amazing. I wonder how much front row tickets were back then compared to now.
That's a good question. Probably, I don't know. Probably in the $400 range.
Because now those front row seats go for thousands.
Yeah, especially
Which is
pay per
pretty
view.
crazy. Yeah. And this was like an in your house, so these were like the less than pay per views.
Yeah.
But then they started getting so big that they ended up just having to do pay per views every month anyway.
And it seems like Triple H is maybe going to go away with that, as it seems like he put an X on Hell in a Cell and TLC and pay per views like that already. So
Yeah, I don't think they need like a pay per
Hell
view
no.
designed around Hell in a Cell. Like
no,
because that means there's no. I mean, they can come up with a story to make a Hell in a Cell match, but like where this match, it is organic. That's why it's a Hell in a Cell. It's not because the pay per view is three. There has to be 3 Hell in a Cell matches on the pay per view.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Why do you want to see 3 Hell in a Cell matches anyway? Because what are you gonna do in 3 different? Like how many different spots?
Yeah, we've kind of seen everything. It's almost it's. I don't know, man. If they wouldn't have gone outside, I don't think this match would have been as good. But I think now,
Oh no, they needed the outside here.
yeah. But at the same time, every Hell in a Cell, it's like it's not a good match unless you go outside and go on
Stun gun
top.
on the top rope. Michaels goes flying off the top rope there into the middle of the ring.
Goddamn Cactus! Why don't you just start the match up top? That'll really get the.
Oh, and it got the crowd going.
God, that's gotta be Kane.
Taker right into the cage. You can tell he's getting bursts of energy here, but he's still spent. You know, he's like,
yep.
I think that's the cameraman that was being shot there. That's going to be the one that gets in Shawn's way and pisses him off.
Which is a great spot too, because Shawn
Oh my
in this
god!
era.
Look at that. Tope Suicida.
Nice bump.
Oh, I like this right here. Shawn's like using the cage to go up and hit the elbow off the top there. So good.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to a.
Michaels just spit right through the cage into the crowd.
I know. Like Jesus, man.
Like he literally looked like he spit right on a fan's face.
You know that fan was saying what? Yeah, look at them all now. Look at the family
Yeah, they're like,
wiping the spit off.
Mom, he spit on me. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, go ahead and spit on me.
But this is peak Shawn Michaels.
He didn't give a shit.
He really didn't. Like he really didn't. Like you said, he was stuffing his shorts. He was calling the Undertaker out when he wasn't even there. Like that takes.
Here we go.
That takes nuts to do that, and it's not the right thing at all to do that to
Steel
Taker.
steps right on the back of Taker. No, not the Taker. I mean, he's the locker room leader. He's
for
the
God's
guy.
sake, Shawn
Oh
would
my
say
God.
Brett would have sunny days, and like Shawn was just off his rocker here.
Yeah, saying that type of stuff on live TV when you know their families are watching, it's like, okay. Oh, right on the back of Taker. He's going to set
Nice
up that
bump by
spot
the
where,
Undertaker.
he's going to set up that pile driver spot.
which is so good. It's
Working the leg, setting up for the sharpshooter later on in the match.
I shout out to the archives right there. I love that. Who do we think we are? Trying to show we know.
Yeah, so we were saying earlier we got okay. Undertaker tried to reverse, but here we go. Big pile driver. Oh,
he's gonna hang out a second and let you register what's going on. Bang!
So good.
Commentary, putting it over well.
Oh yeah, Vince is probably going nuts at this point. My God! My God! My God! Vince and JR, I love that combination. Vince, JR, and the King. Give me that all day, man.
Yeah,
Some people don't like Vince on commentary, like because he doesn't know the moves and stuff. But you know what? He knows how to put stuff over and show like a big moment. You know, he knows how to get those moments over.
Jim Ross, man, doesn't get no better than Jim Ross. And then no. Jerry the King would always have great one-liners.
Oh yeah, yeah. JR's still doing his thing today. Oh, did you get a little technical difficulty there?
Yeah. What was that about?
I think it was like designed, like
from the cameraman to bring that. I saw Shawn was like motherfucking the camera guy already.
Uh-oh. Here he goes off the top. What are you gonna get a big cross body here? Oh no, double axe handle. I gotta get a pair of
match.
Heartbreak Kid pants.
Yeah, you'd look like shit in them.
Yeah, so we were saying tonight we got PPW in Broadheadsville. Next week we got Full Gear, Jersey. Then the next Saturday we have back in Quakertown for Triple Dub.
And dude, one of the matches there, I don't know if you saw this. It's Hat Guy, JT Cage, and something, but it's the fans bring the weapons match.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Okay. I'm gonna be going in the attic and finding some good stuff to bring.
I got to think about it right now. Maybe I'll bring that Stone Cold Steve Austin lunchbox.
Well, no, don't bring anything you don't want to get ruined. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's possible it gets ruined.
I'll bring my kitchen table then.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll do. I'll bring my chandelier. I'll rip it down.
That's gonna be a good show.
Make my way to Quakertown.
And then in December on the 17th, we got that big ECW tribute show.
Yeah, man. And then of course another 3WA in December, I'm sure. But yeah, that'll be a great
coming up here.
That'll be a great card. But nothing can outshine Full Gear. And I don't think it's. I think when AEW was really good, it had every match with pretty good stories going in. I don't think we're there this time, but still,
we have some
a star-studded. Yeah, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy in a steel cage that was announced, I guess, last night.
Okay.
Soraya and Britt Baker did some good stuff this Wednesday. I thought they had great promos.
Only a 2 count.
Of course, we got Moxley, MJF in the main event for the world title.
And then what, Sting and Darby Allin versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal?
Jeff Jarrett's still so good, man. He really is.
It's crazy because he was just working for WWE and then he was out there Wednesday night taking some hot shots at
man. The year of Jarrett.
WWE. Yeah.
The year of Jarrett.
Yeah, he's gotten a name for himself. His podcast with Conrad is actually pretty good too.
What was his shots at WWE? I missed that. What did he say?
It was just taking a shot at Triple H at somehow.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact quote that he said, but it was
in reference
Triple H, to it was definitely in reference to Triple H and somebody else that's at WWE.
Yeah. The year of Jarrett. I mean, Jeff Jarrett did something, and then he did.
Days working hard on the go, but the hands on the clock keep spinning too slow, and I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight.
Hi.
I used to love that entrance theme.
What was the better strut? Better strut, him or Flair? Jeff Jarrett or Flair?
Of course. Come on, yeah. I mean, Jeff Jarrett has a great strut, but okay, here we go. There's a spot.
Nice
Undertaker puts him over the top, lands right on the cameraman.
Maybe I'll bring out the strut tonight.
And now Michaels is, I hope so. Now Michaels is pissed.
Here's the
taking
spot.
Taking down the cameraman. He's just stomping him out on the floor.
And I think Vince is like, oh, we're sorry to the family of that cameraman. All condolences to him and his family, or something like that. Oh,
even though he's
big
just a
boot to his head.
Even though he's just a local enhancement talent.
Local talent, yeah.
You know, remember that the Smash Master Wrestling that we went to? That girl Adina Steele that went against the creamy guy. She was at Raw a couple weeks ago. I think it was November 7th. She was on Raw.
What are you talking about on Raw?
Well, like they had a bunch of independent wrestlers there, and there was like a spot where they showed her.
Really?
On Raw. Yeah.
No
man,
shit.
She'll be at the show tonight.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, the Talk of the Ringside podcast just had Adina Steele on with them a couple days ago. Good episode. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Carnage on the outside.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful we're doing this match, but here we are setting up the allowing the door to be open to get this camera guy some help. And
the thing that we didn't want to happen was getting outside or any outside interference is it's going to happen, and it's all because they got this camera. And then the reason they did that too is because they didn't want to break. Oh, here we go. Shawn Michaels, a nice kip up. They didn't want to break the door or, break the chains in the door or anything like that because of Kane coming down later. They wanted to keep this steel structure impenetrable. You can't get in or out of this. The only reason they did was here's Sarge coming down. He's going to open the door. But Kane was able to come down and rip the door right off the hinges. So it's
slack that door.
Oh, big
nice elbow drop.
Shawn is so good.
Yeah, man. I know Macho Man. All respect to the Mach, but Shawn Michaels' elbow doesn't get no better. Give me your top 3 elbows.
Top 3 elbows, like top rope elbow drops.
Could be anything.
I guess it would have to be Macho Man Randy Savage. He's got to be the first, because I grew up watching. He's the first guy that I saw pretty much do that move.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, definitely probably modern day. Or, maybe not modern day, but he had a great one. I'm trying to think of one other person. I mean, another elbow drop that I really liked was
Sweet Chin Music, baby.
Oh, and Undertaker sits right up.
Right up. Now look, that Shawn's like, holy what? I'm out.
Running. He sees the doors open. He's like, I'm out of here.
Now let's watch the crowd. Let's watch the crowd here. See, the crowd starts to come alive. They're outside now. They weren't expecting this, right?
Drop kick on the outside.
The crowd truthfully has no idea what's going to happen now.
Here we go. This is one of Shawn and Hunter's favorite move, the good old monkey flip. Never really understood how that move actually worked.
Well, Kane is going to explode the turnbuckles later on. So
true. Shawn is
and Taker shoots lightning bolts to the Spanish announce table.
Well, I believe that.
Oh, me too.
I really think Undertaker can do that.
Shawn and Flair, man, the greatest bleeders of all time.
Oh yeah, Shawn looks so good with a face full of blood.
He can blade.
He's gonna ram him right into it.
That's a t-shirt.
Oh, battering ram right into the cage.
So I'm gonna go Macho. I'm sorry, Shawn Michaels #1 for me. Then I'm gonna go Macho Man, and then Shane McMahon. I love Shane McMahon's
Shane
elbow.
does a good elbow. Yeah, I was gonna say the other elbow drop that I like is Bret Hart from the second rope, and he does like the little elbow, and then Stone Cold would do that later on too. I used to really like that.
Sorry, Rock. No People's Elbow on our list.
Well, I mean, as much as I like The Rock, the People's Elbow is one of the worst moves in wrestling.
What'd you think? Yeah.
I mean, it's just sports entertainment. And, I understand, but no one should ever have gotten pinned from the People's Elbow. The Rock bottom, yes.
What'd you think of Logan Paul, Crown Jewel?
I think he actually did pretty damn good, man.
Right? That match had no business being good.
No, and
had
it
no
really
business
was.
being that long either.
There was a couple good shots. Like, at one spot when he had Roman on the announce table on the outside. Oh, Shawn's climbing the cage. He has Roman on the announce table, and he goes to the top rope, but he grabs a phone and, puts himself, and, that video looks so good of him jumping and, and just, he sells great. He's actually really good in the ring.
And Roman did a great job
Dude, he
when
did.
Logan needed to slow down, he slowed it down, and kept things going. But yeah, I mean that big table spot. That's what that spot is made for, right? A big time pay-per-view. And
Yeah.
that match needed that. I mean, that's kind of Logan Paul's thing. He did it at SummerSlam as well. But that's what those spots are made of. It shouldn't be live TVs every Wednesday night. We see that stuff.
No, not
At
every.
full
You don't need
gear,
to see
at
it.
full gear,
Oh,
yes.
hell
Yes,
yeah, we
please.
want to see it. Yeah, definitely a full gear.
Look at this shot as we see, and the blood coming down from the cell onto the camera lens. There's a spot here where Shawn takes a military press on top of this unstable cell, and you could tell how Shawn just makes it so stable. Shawn can go out there and have a match with a broomstick and it'll be 5 stars. Not that the Undertaker is a broomstick, but you know what I'm saying.
No.
Here's the spot that I'm talking
Oh my
about.
God,
Look at
this.
how Shawn can keep everything centered. Look at this.
On top of the cage.
Bang!
And we all know that in the match with Undertaker and Mankind, when they go back up to the top and he slams him, he wasn't supposed to go through the cage.
Right.
So like that, Shawn could have went through the cage at this point. Okay, here he goes. This is the best spot of the match, man.
Yeah, and up to
Shawn's
this point,
look at Shawn. Like Undertaker's obviously he's trusting Undertaker to hold him, but he's like hanging there with his feet dangling.
Nobody's seen anything like this.
No, and no one thinks this is going to happen. No one
We're here
thinks
in
that he's gonna
'97.
drop him
All the
off
years
top.
of pro wrestling. All the years of pro wrestling. We've never seen anything like this.
Stomps his hand.
Nice bomb.
Boom!
Look at the pop.
Right through the table, man. That was freaking awesome.
When you have a spot like that, and it's almost like that's, as a fan, like now you click in to know that you're witnessing something real special.
I'm surprised Undertaker didn't drop an elbow off the top here.
Oh, good Lord. Shawn's pool of blood. I mean, this match had everything you could ever want. It's not
now they'll work
often
on getting back in the ring here shortly.
It's not often we have such a good story and such a good match all in one. You know, it doesn't happen every day. Shawn can't get loose of the freaking... Nice ball.
Just throws them onto the table. Just leaving puddles of blood behind him. Uh-oh.
Now they got to get back to the ring. They know where we're going now. Here's the last segment of this match, man. Shawn
if you're watching along with us, we got about 8 minutes till the end of the pay-per-view, but we got a big debut coming here very shortly. It's going to be pretty awesome.
The big one. Always soft and big hard.
You know the name. Oh, nice little replay here. Oh, man. Looks so good. He barely even hits a table. He almost falls right to the floor.
Well, and the table is all put together, right? It's like no one threw the monitors out or nothing. He's got to hit that thing pretty square. He's got to hit that thing at the right spot to
if you
not
land
get
on
real
that
hurt.
monitor, that thing would probably hurt your back, man.
Look at the color on Shawn.
Jeez.
I mean,
all right, they're back in. They're shutting the door again here, locking it up.
this is pure magic.
Shawn's face full of blood. You can tell he's kind of worried. He's like, "Oh shit! Now the Undertaker's coming back in. He's after me."
And when they
clothesline.
and the finish here of this match is great too. They bring the steel chair out. Now they don't want to do a pile driver, right? They don't want to do the tombstone because we're going to get there.
Yeah.
This finish with this chair shot. I mean, this chair shot is ungodly hard. It's almost as hard as you.
And that's pretty hard.
Yeah, almost. I don't know anything that's harder than big hard.
Uh-oh. Here we go to the top rope. Oh,
Nice
big
choke
slam off the top.
Nice
Come on.
bump.
That's freaking awesome. Can't wait to get some good chants going on tonight.
What do you want to do?
We want tables.
PPs. What?
We want tables.
What?
I'll probably get an Autumn Breeze chant going.
Is she going to be there?
No. Or a
But
Hat
just
Guy Sucks chant.
Yeah, why not?
He's got that chair. He's coming in. Big Blue.
Booger Red with the big blue. Look at this shot.
Oh,
Look at
God,
Earl. Earl's doing such a great job. He's like, no. Shawn's walking right
Holy
into it.
shit, dude. That was a chair shot.
Now the crowd knows by the sell job of Shawn and the pop of that chair. It's over. Now here we go. Here come the lights. I love the lights out spot. I love it.
Oh, what just happened? That's gotta be Kane.
All right, here we go. Yeah, let's see the commentary. What's this?
Oh,
What?
and look how
Big Lord, who's?
that's gotta be Kane.
He's gonna puke.
He's got Paul Bearer behind him. I mean, look how huge and powerful Kane looks right now. And Undertaker's selling right here. Just like, who the hell is this guy?
It was only until the Fiend, the modern era, that we could get here again. But yeah, Kane looking so scary.
Oh my God, yeah. That mask
they
looks so
did
good.
this so well.
And Undertaker just like a look of fear, disbelief, like so many emotions are running through Undertaker, and you can tell with just that little visual how many emotions he has running through him at that moment.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt comes back at Wells Fargo Center, and it was so well done. The crowd popped so well. This is the same thing. I mean, you're locked in here. And you can tell we're locked in. Look at us.
Yeah, and here we go. Gonna get the pyro.
Taker showing the emotion.
Undertaker looks away for a second. Uh-oh.
Glenn's got to find the hard camera here. He's at it.
There we go.
Well, Shawn's still there. What? Wait, hold on. God damn it, Kane.
Just showing the power. He could hold him. Now, The Undertaker did get beat down a little bit in this match, but he was still pretty much 80% good here, you know? So that just shows how strong they're trying to push Kane here by coming in one tombstone pile driver. Undertaker's still on the ground, so it's not like Shawn Michaels is pinning him even right after this happened. This is like Undertaker laying down. I mean, 20 seconds have gone by so far since the tombstone? Yeah. And he's still going to get counted for the 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you saw Paul Bearer was pouring water on the refs on Hebner's face trying to wake him up. Yeah.
Shawn
drapes the shoulder.
The drama here by Shawn. The drama here by Earl. Pure magic.
And it's like Undertaker is selling this. Because...
yeah, like you said, 30 seconds goes by and he's still out.
Yeah, this is at least 30 to 40 seconds into the tombstone.
Shawn gets the 1, 2, 3.
I mean, great match, great storytelling. This just leads to more of a feud between these guys. I mean, it's like, well, I guess this actually turns into Kane versus Taker feud. And
yeah, it would be Kane versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Oh, but here comes
Shawn Austin.
Here comes the rest of DX. This is the best DX right here. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and China.
I don't care, man.
I agree with you. I like the other DX too, but this era, I mean, look at Triple H here. They have China. She just looks freaking devastating.
Yeah, everyone says that, years later when Triple H would be the leader, that was the best DX. But I think this is.
That was very cool. I can't say that it's not, but I just used to love this. I mean, like the attitude that they had. This is like what started everything, you know? This gave Triple H his chance to start this group and make it his own then. Look at Triple H
most iconic
holding up Shawn's hand, just smiling, you know? He's loving it. He's like, yeah, Shawn just beat The Undertaker. That's right. We're going out to party tonight.
And Shawn's so good, man. I mean, he's bloodied.
It's like he can't even stand.
He didn't win this match on his own effort, right? But Shawn made that whole entire segment.
Triple H doing the suck it for Shawn. Now, this is so good.
I love good when WrestleMania 14 would roll around and Shawn and Triple H would come through the curtain. I love that visual of Shawn strolling by. He's in a bad mood, and Triple H just looks at the camera and flips him off. And then Shawn just goes like side smiles. They're so good. They ruled wrestling. Literally, they're still ruling wrestling.
Yeah, Triple H is still ruling wrestling right now, and Shawn Michaels is down there training people. And
yeah,
Great match. Great match.
Great
Good
match,
time
dude.
watching this. Yeah.
Here with Big Hard, we just did the big one. Ever since we started this was on the list, and I'm so happy, man, that you.
Glad we finally did it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
and I can't wait to get back next episode. We got Triple H and Cactus Jack, so that's going to be an awesome match right there. Bang bang. Can't wait for that one. Your mother's a whore.
To start it on top.
So yeah, I mean, thanks for being with us, Hard and Soft Nation. I hope that we see some of you guys tonight at the PPW show, and if you do, we'll be out there partying in the parking lot. Let us know what you want to see. Come on by, say hi to us. Let us know.
How does it start? Sitting with my arms on the
Spend my time, or I totally forgot now. I had it before. Spend my
with my baby tonight.
Yeah, there we go. With my baby tonight.
And if you're not hard,
you're soft.
You're damn right.